Hello, everyone. It's been a super long time since I've done a podcast episode, but I'm finally back at it again. And this time I'm going to do a series of episodes with my friends from Japan. We are at Kamogawa Duck River, basically. And it's a beautiful day. So we're doing out here instead of indoors. And this is my friend here, Lena.
That's me.
Met her in Japanese language school on our not first day, it was the entrance exam.
Yeah, entrance exam.
Yeah, and
like the placement test.
yes, the placement test. And from there, we were just friends ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long story.
Yeah, it's a long story. We've been through a lot together now. It's been 3 months since it started, right?
Yeah, almost exactly.
Pretty much exactly 3
Yeah.
months. Yeah. But we're here to talk basically Japanese language school, living here for 3 months, everything related to those things. So how's it been so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we finished language school like a while ago, a few weeks.
Like pretty much a month ago.
Almost.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
For you, let's give a little bit of background because I think one of the most interesting things about language school is that everyone is from a different background. And in my class in particular, there was only one other American. So it's kind of cool to be like unique by just being you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm from Germany. I'm 18 years old and I came here about 3 months ago. I wanted to learn Japanese for quite a long time now. And since I finished high school around summer last year, I kind of wanted to do like an adventure. And so I thought, why not go to Japan to learn Japanese? Yeah, it was quite the fun experience. A lot of people from all over the world. I did not expect that, actually. I mean, I expected to see a lot of different people, but
I think one of the things about you that's like different also is that you had zero experience with the language beforehand.
Yeah.
You started off in the beginner class, and now I feel like you can speak a whole lot more Japanese since the beginnings.
Yeah, I mean, I came here knowing absolutely nothing. That was actually quite the experience to come here all alone, finding my way actually to Kyoto.
We should talk about that a little if you want.
Yeah, sure. So actually my first time being in a plane, it was also quite the experience.
Dang, you're such a baby.
What? And yeah, when I landed and had to find my way from Tokyo, I landed in Tokyo, Narita Airport, and I had to find my way to Kyoto. And I had to ask a lot of people, Japanese people, in English because I didn't speak any Japanese, nothing, how to find my way because Google Maps was not helping. But somehow I managed, I made it, and
you had to walk huge distances.
Yeah, I ended up in Kyoto Station and had to find my way to the hotel, which was 5 kilometers away.
That's not too terrible, but
No.
with luggages.
With my luggages, I had to walk 5 kilometers, and then the next day I had to go to my share house, which was my move-in day, and I was kind of scared of taking the bus or any other vehicle. So I decided to walk like 6 kilometers again.
That's crazy. I think it's so crazy to talk about and think about how we were back then compared to now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like taking the bus is so easy.
Now it's very easy.
Taking the train, it's like we don't think about it at all. When I traveled in Japan a year ago, and in 2017, I remember navigating was one of the biggest hurdles or like biggest obstacles. That's like a headache. But now I feel like it's so easy.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And share house, you mentioned your share house. That's one thing I'm so grateful for you for, is that you invited me to your share house, and I got to experience what a real share house should be like. Because the first share house I was in was a very, very, it was clean, nice, good, but the community space was like non-existent. So I tried to move into yours, but it was full. But then I ended up moving to another one of our friends' share houses, and it's been so fun since then. What's it like living in a share house compared to like, say, your normal, life in Germany?
So I guess it depends on the share house. For me, I was very lucky to be in a smaller share house. I think we can have up to 14 people, which is the case right now, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're full at the moment. And
it's better than mine, 20-something people.
I think 24.
24.
Or 25.
Yeah.
It's the same company, so it always depends on, like, even if you like the company, it depends on what share house. So for me, I was very lucky because not a lot of people. Yeah, the people are very nice and very welcoming. Like almost every evening we eat together or play games together or just talk. There's always people in the shared space studying or just hanging out. It's a lot of fun.
And I get to visit every week. Honestly, I really love your share house. It's so nice. My share house, it's the same like company, but it's in a different location. Mine's is more lively compared to Lena's share house. But I like being at yours because it makes me feel calm. Different sets of people, I guess, will prefer different things. The people matter a lot, I'd say. That's probably the biggest factor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I very much enjoy visiting yours and just hanging out.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite memories. Cooking as well.
Cooking.
Yeah, cooking.
Yeah, teaching you how to cook. Definitely core memories now.
Core memories. I'm more experienced with cutting onions.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Japan, the prices are just so cheap, so it's very easy to go out and eat.
Yeah, definitely.
But in terms of language school, what was your experience overall like from beginning to end?
So I was kind of scared because I came here knowing absolutely nothing. And I thought, especially when we took the placement test, I was like, oh no, I know nothing. We also had to do an oral exam for the placement test. And I couldn't even like answer, what's your name? I did not understand what they wanted from
The
me
oral
at all.
exam was pretty difficult.
Yeah, it was not easy. So I was worried, but even though the whole, like for me, my teachers, they didn't speak any English at all, nothing. So they only taught in Japanese, which also made me kind of worried that I would not understand. But it was pretty easy to understand because they used a lot of pictures and explained it pretty well, even though it was in Japanese. And the people in my class were also very nice. And it helped a lot. Like at the beginning, I sat next to people who spoke English. So it was like easy to exchange and ask like, what did you mean with that? And
Oh, yeah. It's like
that's
regular class time. Like,
exactly.
I didn't pay attention. What did the teacher say?
Exactly. So that was quite good. But towards the end, it was helpful to sit next to people, especially like a lot of people from China. They couldn't speak English pretty well. So you had to communicate in Japanese, which was like not good Japanese for us because it's still the first class. But yeah,
And it forced you to think about it.
exactly.
Because I do think when you learn a language, it's very much shifting your way of thinking and how you approach things. And it's very stimulating.
Yes. So overall, it was quite tough, I would say, because there was so much in such a short time
Yeah.
that we had to learn. And we had to take tests every week and almost every day, actually. Towards the end, it was almost every day, especially when we started learning kanji.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but if you put in a lot of like time and effort, it's not hard to learn.
I think for me, because I came from a background of already having knowledge, because I studied it in high school, even though I forgot most of it, I restudied a little bit a few months beforehand. And also just like language practice in general, Duolingo. Duolingo was honestly not that effective, but it was something. So when I came and I had binged the book Genki 1 and 2 in the plane, I felt like I had some knowledge already. So Nikumi, class number 2, level 2, wasn't that hard. I'd say overall, like I didn't seriously study a single time compared to like in college where I had 8-hour study sessions for exams, you know what I mean? Well, you don't know what I mean because you haven't been to university yet. But you guys know what I mean? Like physics in university, that was intense. Learning Japanese in Arc Academy, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a very good experience that I'm really glad that I decided to do because I could have just came here without taking language school, right? I could have just lived here for 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
But I think the language school experience made it fun and special.
Yeah.
And I met so many friends from it too. That's probably one of the biggest takeaways, in my opinion, is meeting the friends. Having met you, Tuve, Lisa, so many people. I don't want to say everyone's name. Some of these people might be on other episodes. It was amazing meeting people.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even though I live in a share house and I meet people there, and it's always like new people coming, some people leaving, I feel like I made like real good friends only in school.
Only in school.
Only in school. Like of course, they're my friends at my share house, and we do stuff together. But I don't hang out with them as much.
I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I feel like the same way. I feel the same way, but I feel like the opposite should be true.
Yeah, for me too. But I think it's because you live with them. It's kind of like usual that you see them every day.
True.
But you don't make the effort to say, let's go there. I mean, I've done that with people from my share house, but definitely not as much as people from language school, because if you don't see them, like if you don't make the effort to see them outside of school, you don't see them.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But I think for me, it's also like everyone has different like frequencies, wavelengths. It's like when somebody matches you very well, it's very easy to be friends and talk to them. So for 2 new people at the share house, I feel like that recently came, I feel like I'm hanging out with them more and more. And I feel like it's easier because like we're like brushing our teeth and we're just talking or something. Or like we're eating dinner and we're just talking and making plans to hang out and making plans to study. It is really, really fun and easy. But I'm trying to be more proactive about seeing them outside of the house as well. But I definitely understand what you mean by our school friends being closer. It's a very curious thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like you struggle together.
Yeah.
For me, definitely. Because I'm a very lazy learner. Before exams, I just read through everything once.
That's good.
And I know like half of it, and that's how my exams go.
But you passed the class.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I did study outside of school a bit. I did the homework, and I tried to look at like vocabulary and look at the grammar, but I didn't.
Would you mind? Sorry for interrupting you. Would you mind sharing your grades or?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't remember though.
You don't remember?
I mean, I know.
So there was like different categories. One of them is speaking. Another one is
Kanji.
Or just moji, or just words in general, like your writing ability.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Another one is hatsuon, just like how well your pronunciation is. And then another one was like dedication to learning or just like behavior.
Yeah.
So for me, I got S's in all categories except for moji. I got a B because I just did not study kanji. So I ended up getting a B and an A for overall.
For kanji and writing, I had A. And for like the grammar overall, I had B because I did not want to study. I mean, I did, but not as intensely. But other than that, like everything else, S. So
nice.
Yay. Without a lot of studying, you can do it too.
5 more categories I'm forgetting, but
no, it was 5. 5 categories.
That's 5.
5 categories, I think.
It's been a while. It's been almost a month since school ended.
Yeah.
Crazy. But another thing, honestly, about this trip that's made it so fun is all the experiences that we've had. We explore new places every week usually.
Yes.
We travel, and I think that's been part of the reason that's made this trip so memorable is just like our friends being so proactive and doing different things and going out. It's not something I'm used to, you know?
Yeah.
At home, I go and hang out with my friends, but it's usually just like, oh, we hang out at my house, we hang out we just go eat and come back, or we do an escape room, watch a movie once in a while, that's it. But here it's like, you see stuff like this every day.
Yeah.
Like every day. And that really changes you, I think. It makes you feel different. I'm going to miss it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, as I said, I live in Germany and I live in a rather small town and there's not a lot to do. Actually, nothing. There's nothing to do. Like you can't even go shopping properly because there are no stores. I mean, there are stores, but not really interesting ones. And you would have to travel quite some time to go to the next bigger city to actually do stuff. And since my friends after high school, we all like went through different things and ended up at different places, I would say. Yeah. So it's hard to meet up with them regularly because everyone has always stuff to do. And that's why most of the time, like before coming here, like the time between high school and coming here, I just spent my time like at home, not really doing much.
I see.
So this is like a complete change for me because if I would spend a whole day here in Japan at home, I would like get severe FOMO. Yeah, it's a...
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, yo, all of our friends someone's doing something here.
Exactly. Someone is doing something.
Like literally every day is so busy. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to film much at all since the past months, since moving to this new share house.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's been super incredible, honestly. But for you, like Germany,
Yes,
compared to here, I'm assuming it's vastly different.
definitely. Definitely.
Any culture shock, anything that really, really surprised you?
Definitely how nice people here are.
Yeah.
I did not expect that at all. Like when I came here, already told the story about walking 11 kilometers in total. People would not ask me, like, do you need help carrying this luggage up the stairs? They would just do it. Because they see you, they see you're a foreigner, you probably don't speak Japanese, so don't even ask. Just do it.
Yeah.
And that really surprised me.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
But people here generally are really, really nice, and customer service is amazing.
definitely.
The culture of Japan is incredible to me, honestly. Like how people behave. It really shows you that culture and influence in an environment is so powerful. It's obvious, but it's like almost invisible sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's something that I'm thinking more and more of. Because you don't really see it as much until you go out of your own culture, how different people act and behave.
definitely.
And it's only because they're in a place, because everyone around them think and say that this is the way we should be. Culture shock in terms of from America, just prices, honestly.
Definitely too. Yes.
Everything here is amazingly cheaper.
Yeah.
I feel like a rich person in Japan
Yeah.
when I'm definitely not rich at all in California.
Yeah. Like you're able to go out for dinner every day here,
Yes.
and it would be the same price as cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's why do you think I don't cook much? Cook much?
You should cook more.
Yeah, but I mean, both of us are leaving soon, so it's like I'm gonna really, really miss this. You know,
Yeah, me too.
the friends, the place, just this whole experience has been like a dream.
Definitely. Definitely.
And yeah, but I think for me, I'm gonna take away a lot of my experiences here and try to use it to motivate myself when I'm in California, because I know like there is a life here. There's like so much to live for, you know, and it's like fighting for that.
Yes.
Because I do want to come back, try to stay longer again, see how things go. I just feel like my life here, it's so much brighter compared to in California. California is a little dull for me at the moment. But of course, wherever you are, there's a lot you can do. I think one thing about California is like I can work on videos way more because I'm not going out all the time, you know? So boredom does have its advantages. It's just harder to live like that all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, it's like I never really knew what I wanted. And especially in school, everyone telling me, so what's your dream job?
Yeah.
I don't know. No idea. But now I have like a direction where I want to go. Like I'm going back to Germany in 2 weeks, and then I will start studying Japanese language and culture in university. And my plan or my dream is to come back to Japan after those 3 years of studying, and then, I don't know, just get a job here, live here for a while, and then see.
Yeah, that's gonna be so awesome. I do really want to stress this. She's 18. That's insane. I'm in my late 20s. It's also crazy how we became such good friends despite our age difference.
Yeah.
Like, one of the most interesting things about my experience here has been like the fact that age doesn't matter too much. Like, I hang out with people in their 30s, I hang out with you, hang out with people closer to my age, and it doesn't seem to really matter. Like,
Yeah.
we all just hang out and,
Yeah.
and we're just people and doing our thing.
Yeah, for me too. Like, I have not met anyone younger than me here yet. Like, in my share house, there's an 18-year-old girl, and I was so happy to hear that. And I was like, maybe younger, but she's 2 months older than me.
Leda likes complaining that she's always the youngest.
I'm always the youngest. Like, my closest friends are more than 10 years older than me, and I didn't expect that, to be honest. But it really didn't matter because we all came here for like a similar reason, and that kind of gave us a point where we could get together.
And even if we do have different reasons for being here, it's like we just get along.
Yeah,
Personalities, good people, just trying to live our lives, doing our thing. It's not too much to it, honestly. By the way, do want to say this? English is not her first language.
no, I'm sorry if it comes up weirdly.
No, this should be a surprise because she sounds perfectly good at English, like
Really?
completely fluent. I told you this so many times.
I still don't believe you, to be honest.
People could tell you, but just imagine, like, German is her first language, and I'm assuming not everyone in Germany can speak English as
No.
well as you.
No. Yeah. I mean, most people my age do, like, speak English pretty well. But I do know a lot of people my age, like friends who are pretty bad at English. So it depends, I guess. But it's definitely more common here in Germany than here in Japan.
I know a little bit of German too.
Yeah, I taught him.
Just know 2 things. Das ist Fleisch, which means this is meat, and Scheiße, which means shit.
Most important things,
Yeah.
for sure.
So sometimes I say those things out of the blue. It's fun.
You're ready to come to Germany.
But yeah, thank you so much for like coming on and doing this. One of the most important things to me is just sharing memories with people I care about, living a good life, I guess, a life that I'm proud of and doing things that are worth remembering. And I feel like this whole experience in Japan, super glad to have met you and gotten to experience those things with you. You're definitely one of my closest friends.
Oh, thank you.
Any last words?
Maybe like some kind words to say.
Yeah.
So for me, I was pretty scared to come here to Japan because I'm so young and have no experience in anything, especially Japanese. So I was kind of scared, but I realized pretty quickly that it's all going to be okay. Once you're in that situation, you'll figure it out and be brave.
Yes, be brave.
Yeah, be brave.
Yeah, I mean, you doing it so early, you're going to have so much experience that you can draw from moving forward, you know?
Yes.
I really, really do wish that I did this earlier in my life as well. But obviously, certain things in the world happened that made it harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think it was an option. Like, it is definitely an option if you save up for it.
Yeah.
Especially now at this time where like things are much cheaper. Like I will make a dedicated video at some point that showcases all the steps of how to live in Japan for at least 3 months, possibly more, depending on where you're from. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. Sorry.
Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm ready. Hello, everyone. It's been a super long time since I've done a podcast. Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me?
Sorry.
I took so much prep time, and then you just laugh at my introduction.
Okay.
Okay, one more time.